Hey guys, it's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe, and I wanted to show off a little bit of what I purchased the other day. My good friend Brian works at a GameStop, excuse me, and I found out via the interwebs that this little jammy was on sale. Originally they were going from, I think, for $79.99. They kept comparing them to the Ouya's, which I've never really been a fan of the whole indie gaming scene, so to speak. But it was on sale for, I think, $16, and then the dock was another $5. They also have an extra controller for $8.95, or $8.97. I didn't bother with that. And they have a plastic little, it looks almost like a pencil case from when you were in elementary school, and it holds the controller and the game stick. So what I'm showing you, I just said it, is the game stick. This thing was kickstarted. Let me take this part out to show you too. I'm not gonna break anything. Almost broke it once already. And what this is it's an Android lockdown HDMI stick. So this sticks into the side of your TV or the back of your TV. It also has a micro USB port and a reset button to, you know, reflash the firmware or whatever. And this sticks in the side of your TV. This hooks up to it via Bluetooth. This was kind of interesting, I thought. It fits in the top. So if you want to go somewhere, you just bring this. The little HDMI dongles in the back. You push the, it's like a little switch up here. You push it a little hard. You don't have to, you know, go crazy, but boom, it pops out. So the controller's alright. It feels kind of cheap, but it gets the job done. As I said, it's a Bluetooth controller. It also has a micro USB. To charge this thing, from what I remember, you plug the controller into, they supply you like a micro USB like wall plug. So it's not technically portable because you do have to charge it, but it's portable in the sense that if it is charged, kind of like a, you know, Game Boy or a PSP or something, you can take it around, and it's pretty small. The joysticks are okay, a little weird. You can push those in, they click. The D-pad's really bad. You know, back, start, power. Then you have the X, Y, A, and B, and then this is like the home screen button. So I got this like 16 bucks. What it is like, it's like, Stella wanted to chime in. It's a, like I said, it's like a lockdown Android system. So you're able to go into their main menu, not Google Play or anything like that, but the Gamestick menu. You make an account, you set up the network, all that stuff, and then you're able to download games. There are, I believe, about 10 to 12 free ones currently. One of them I couldn't try because it is 2-player only. I think it's called like something Axe, Battle Axe, Space Axe, Viking Axe, some shit with Axe. Some of the games they play were interesting, like Shadowgun, Battle Beasts. I'm going to show you a little bit of it in a moment. But honestly, most of the games are on Android regular, and they're free on there too. So unless you have some kind of inkling to use their interface, there really isn't much of a point. Also, they don't seem to really be supporting it too much anymore, and most of the games are more money if you buy them on the Gamestick as opposed to just going on Google Play and buying them off of the Android store. So there's all that to take into account. Also, finally, this guy Jake, what's up, had released a custom firmware. They're up to 1.4, and it lets you flash the Gamestick to run straight up Android off of it. So you can now use this to, you know, stream stuff to your TV via this. My dog Gemma upstairs is crying because my parents just left. You can watch YouTube, Netflix, anything you could do on a phone or on an Android, you know, platform, you'd be able to do. You can hook up a mouse if you have a USB dock. You could hook up a keyboard, you know, anything. So what I'm essentially going to do is custom firmware flash this thing, because you'll see why in a minute. The main menu and the system is a little sluggish. It does lock up from time to time, and the games are okay, but you have a vast amount of games. You could play fucking Trivia Crack if you wanted to on your TV if you were to, you know, modify this to run the custom firmware. So it's a pretty simple process. It's a very simple flash process. I'm going to do it in the near future, and when I do, I will do a new video update showing you, you know, what it's like or whatever. Not an instruction or tutorial, but just what it looks like after the fact. I also got this for $5. This is the Gamestick dock. It has a USB port, an SD card port. You can hook up Ethernet instead of using Wi-Fi from the dongle because the Wi-Fi is supposedly kind of touchy, and another USB port in the front, and then a power switch. What it is it just docks the little dongle. You like when I say dongle, does that turn you on? You take the dongle, and it goes micro USB out like this. All right, and you close it, and now the HDMI port is accessible because it's from the dongle. You then plug it into your TV, and I plug the Ethernet cable in and the power, so I don't have to use Wi-Fi anymore. And then this is, I thought this was kind of cool actually. This sits on your, you know, entertainment center, and these little metal prongs here just sit on the back of the controller, and it charges. So then you don't have to actually plug the controller into the wall to charge it. You know, it's not as accessible in terms of being portable, but then you can just take it out of the dock, put it back in the controller, and leave. So kind of cool. Really, I just got it to tinker with. I had a bunch of credit at GameStop. I have like a bunch of games paid off, which is credit over the years I haven't spent. So I figured for 16 bucks, I'll mess around with it here and there. If I really hate it, whatever. I could always bring it to Beth's house and we could play little mini games on the TV because she currently doesn't have any video games in her house. So let me show a little bit of the main menu and the screen and what you're kind of getting into if you do keep the Gamestick OS on there. So here we go. Okay guys, so the system just booted up. Here is the main menu pretty much. You can go down into your account. As you see, my name is Vampire Mike, like usual. You're able to, you know, go into the account, you know, add money to the account, things like that. Under settings, you can uninstall games. You can shut the network settings off or change little things. And in media over here, you can play stuff off of the SD card, I guess, in the dock. You can stream stuff with this Tofu Media Center. It's just like XBMC to a degree. So you're able to stream things from your computer or from your network. And then here's the games section. So these are all the featured games that they want you to try out. You can go to Play Now, and these are the things I have installed. And these are all free. So currently it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then there's this other one called Battle Axe, I think, or something Axe. And it locked up. See? I'm moving the joystick and nothing's happening. Watch, it's gonna like catch up. There we go. Okay. I think it's like, let me see if I can tell you what the other one is. It's free. It's only 2 players though. I'll know it when I see it's like a Viking on the front. Here's a Shaq game. Is that the Shaq Fu sequel? I don't know. These are all the games you can buy, 99 cents, $2.90. Here, Space Axe. So that's a 4-player game. You know, they're all these like kind of cheesy little indie titles. The Gamestick actually has a fairly low-end CPU and amount of, you know, flash RAM and whatever. So if we go to Play Now, let's see. This is kind of interesting. Let's go to this first. So there's all these games you could pick from. These like mini games. This is stupid. Alright, I'm not liking this. So this one has like a bunch of little mini games. They all look kind of, you know, retro. A lot of this stuff looks retro. Shadowgun was impressive. It looked kind of like Gears of War. This was kind of a cute game. Let me lower the camera a little bit. I didn't realize it was so high. Oh, let me shut that light off too. Sorry about that. So this one was kind of like cute or whatever. So what it is you're on these gears, and you have to throw the character you know, time it so he doesn't fall down into the hole. That's really it. A lot of these games are like that. They're very simplistic. Alright, let's try again. They're very simplistic, you know, they're kind of like, you play them for a few minutes, you stop. I'm not big on them, but like I said, for the price, I figured what the hell. So this one's kind of cute, you know, it's I've seen much worse. So, you get the gist. Let's go to another game. So you always have these little kind of lockups. Alright. I haven't tried Vendetta Online yet. Tales of Illyria is like a, almost like a pen and paper RPG to a degree. Alright, I don't know if I'm going to go into that one. I think it's very in-depth, that game, compared to the other ones. But all these games, I'm pretty sure, are free on Google Play. So, unless you really love this OS, there's like no point in keeping it. You have way more accessibility by putting the firmware. I thought this game was kind of cool. You get to, you know, pick what kind of character you want. And you can buy little guys to join your army or whatever. And then, you know, you move across the land in the grid, and you fight these fucks. There's usually music on this game, but I think it glitches out sometimes. So, this is one of the other games. Let's go back to the main screen. You know, there's some interesting ideas, and it's kind of fun, but in really short bursts. I thought Smash Cops was kind of cool, kind of an arcadey. What's that game? Sort of reminded me of like APB to a degree, I guess. There you go. Kind of cool, pretty fun. But again, small bursts, so I wouldn't be playing this for hours. Let's go back to the main menu. I'll show you like one or two more games, and then I'll cut the video off. Some GameStops in your area might have them still. You might be able to pick them up and tweak them out and shit. I wouldn't go too crazy, but it's definitely an interesting piece of hardware. Let's see. This is like Angry Birds, except you're moving the pipes and the pipes are hitting the birds, so you have to hurt the birds. This was sort of like that Smog game, you have to throw yourself up. This was like Temple Run. This was again sort of like that Smog game. I guess I'll start Shadowgun because I thought Shadowgun looked the best. Though I didn't play Vendetta Online yet, so that might look cool too.
scanners yet?
I still cannot initiate scanning sequence. We are being jammed.
Which means the good doctor is expecting us.
Yes, and the nuclear missiles were also an expectation.
It looks pretty good. I mean, could you imagine seeing something cool like this on like the, I don't know, N64, PS1 era? It really looks nice for an Android title. The sticks are a little sensitive. I'll probably have to mess with the sensitivity a bit. God, this sound looks like it's really rough.
What the hell are these things?
Well,
Sarah,
there you go, you get the gist of it. I will let you guys know when I put the custom firmware on it. Hopefully you like what you saw. You know, it's an interesting idea. So, thanks guys for watching. It's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe. Be good.